Hello everybody, I'm here to give a training presentation on how to do formatting in APA style. And I'm going to be handing out an audience evaluation form for you guys to fill out at the end of the speech, as well as a handout so that you can follow along with the process. So we'll just pass these around and then I'll brief everyone as this. So in college, most likely you'll be doing research papers as you get towards the end of your undergraduate courses. Probably towards your upper division, you'll be having to do research papers. And the most common format that you'll be using in an academic writing is APA format as opposed to MLA, which is strictly for English classes. And the biggest difference is in how there are many different formatting issues that you need to change whenever it comes to APA formatting. And so I'm going to be going over the steps on how to properly structure your paper in APA style. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your font setting is correct. And I know that in Microsoft Word nowadays, it doesn't necessarily default your settings to Times New Roman, like what I have over here. It says Calibri. What you can do is you can either change it over here to Times New Roman and 12-point font, and you can also do this option over in the corner that lets you change your font settings, and that can change it for the entire document as well. And the first thing you're going to want to do is create what is called a cover page. And if you go over to the Purdue OWL, you can see an example of what an APA formatted paper looks at. And this first document over here is what the cover page will look at. And the cover page has three components. It has the title, your name, and the institution. The institution being, in this case, University of Victoria, Houston, Victoria, if you're in this institution, or whichever affiliation this paper is being written for. What you need to do next is that this needs to be center aligned, which can be done either through here in the home page to center it, or you can use the shortcut, which is Control E. And then next, you need to center this as much as you can. So I'm going to zoom out to show you what it'll look like when it's centered. You'll be hitting the Enter key to try to center it as close as you can to the center. And that'll be your cover page. The next thing we need to do is create a running header. And the running header keeps track of two things. One, it lets the reader know what the title of your paper is, as well as keep track of their page numbers. And there are two ways you can do this. You can double click into the header space to start formatting it, or you can go over to the Insert tab and insert page numbers with the header and footer tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click in here, and then I'm going to type in the words running head, colon, with the title, and then actually there's a step I need to do before that. I'm going to do page number, top of page, at the top right. And what this will do is it will include the page number of the document. Then I'm going to type in running head with a colon and title, and I'm going to push the tab key twice. And so that way it'll format the page number over to the right hand side of the page. And you'll notice that the font over here is still not in Times New Roman like what the rest of the document is. So we're going to need to change that as well to make sure that it's consistent. And the last thing you need to do is over in the header options in design, you'll want to make sure that this box up here, different first page, is checked. And what that'll do, like what it says, well, it looks like I need to do this again. So then you need to check this box first, otherwise you'll need to restart the process. So we'll do page number, top of page, the first one on the top right. Running head, colon, your title, press tab twice, change the font. and then we'll have the first cover page formatted. Now, what people mostly will end up doing is once they go to the next page, they're going to hit the enter key a bunch of times until they get to the next page, and then you're going to start writing. But there's a couple of problems with that. For example, let's say for whatever reason I want to make my title really long for some reason, and then it goes over to the next line. Now you can see down here, I have some extra space where there shouldn't be because of the title being so long now. So instead of pressing the enter key a lot of times, I'm going to press it once after the title. I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and I'm going to click Page Break right over here. And so that way, no matter what I do up on this page, it is not going to change what happens down here. And then over in the header, I'm going to take out the running head part of this heading. And that is going to look different from the first and second pages. And then from here, we're going to have the abstract page, which is a brief summary of what your writing is going to be about. And it's going to be about 150 words of summary. And then after you do your abstract page, you can do another page break, and then you can start writing your paper, and then that will be the rest of your document, and you don't have to worry about the formatting from there aside from other APA nuances, but I'm not going to be covering those in this presentation. So thank you for listening, and I hope that this information proves helpful to you as you write your papers in the future.